this segment we're going to show how to use the machine to mount, and mounting is simply attaching print to a piece of substrate or board. So what you're going to notice here, we got all the unwinds and rewinds removed off the top of the machine so we can have access to the rollers, and then we're also going to take off the press roller, so it's going to be a little bit in our way. Just comes two thumb screws and it comes right off. And then we're going to want to set the gap on the rollers. The easiest way to do this is to take a scrap of the substrate that you're going to be mounting to. In this case it's foam core, and then you're just going to bring your rollers down until they just come in contact with that material, and then you can just reverse this out and you'll be ready to mount. The next thing you're going to do is tack the print to the board, and in this case our print is a little bit smaller than the board, and that's the best case because then you can trim around it. It is possible to do exact size mounts, but it does take some practice. So we're going to check it for size, make sure we got a big enough board, flip the print over, and then we're going to peel back about 2 inches of the release liner on the back, and then you're going to make a hard crease right there. What that crease is going to do is allow that flap to hold the print up off of the board when we flip it back over so that it doesn't stick right away. It's going to give us a chance to position it where we want it, and then we can tack it down. Now I've found if you hit it with the side of your hand or a squeegee in the middle first and then go out to the left and right, you're going to get the least incidence of wrinkles in it. So you would just tack up as many prints that you have to mount, and then we'll go back to the machine. But before we do that, I want to give you a couple of other tips. Number one, sometimes you're going to be mounting to a board that already has adhesive on it. Really the only difference is you'll peel up the adhesive on the board rather than on the print, and then you'll attach your print to the board. And then also, if you're trying to mount really thin prints or prints that haven't been laminated, if you apply a little bit of masking tape to that lead edge where you're going to peel it back, it'll firm up that material, and it won't be so flimsy when you're trying to tack it down to the board. You can also use pre-mask for this. Now we're going to take the print that we had tacked up, and we're going to make sure the machine is on forward. I usually do like to go just a little bit faster on these. I'm going to put it on speed 3. And then we're going to use the foot pedal to feed the first 2 inches where we tacked it down into the laminator. The reason why you do that is now the machine has a hold of the board. The board isn't going anywhere, and you can concentrate on getting the print mounted down without wrinkles. So you're going to fold the print back over the main roll until it's nice and snug against the main roll there. Pull the mounting, the release liner loose so that you can get started. And then you're going to hit the foot pedal, pull the release liner, and hold a little light tension on the print to keep any wrinkles out of it. On large pieces such as 4x8s, you may want to have someone in the back to assist you. When you get to the end, you're just going to hold the tail end until it comes around the front. Pull off the rest of your release liner. This is how it's going to look when it comes out the back of the machine, and if you've done any amount of this by hand, you'll be able to really appreciate how easy it is to do on the laminator.